Hey everyone! So just over a year ago, year and a half ago, IK Multimedia came up with this. It's a ToneX, and basically it's a software. You have a ToneX software and you have a ToneX pedal. And it made a pretty big fuzz in guitar community at the time. It's still making it, and with the right reason, because they use the how they call it, their unique AI machine modeling, which basically allows you to capture sound and feel of your guitar or bass, amp, cab, even a pedal, and to store it, to use it as a plugin, to store it for recording from your computer, or to bring it with you, for a gig or for some remote recording session or whatever. You can load them into this pedal and bring it with you wherever you want. Now, they even went one step further and they came up with this. Now, this is TONEX ONE, and it's basically they managed to cramp up all this technology from this big pedal, sounds, and everything, the compressors, the reverb, into this, which is absolutely mind-blowing. It's probably the smallest pedal I ever saw. And obviously, yes, you're not gonna have, banks or so much pedals. You can still, go through the tone models presets with very smartly laid out interface. You can have access up to 3 sounds at once. And a little bit later about, functionality of the TONEX ONE pedal. This is not why I'm making this video. I'm actually making this video to show you some of my own tone models that I made for ToneX, which you can access straight from the ToneX software through ToneNet partner section. So here in the Logic, I have my ToneX loaded as a plugin. Of course, you can load it as a, a standalone instance. Doesn't matter. It's exactly the same. I'm just using it as a plugin here for the purpose of recording. Then make sure that you're connected to ToneNet account. You have to make account there first. And then you go to tab Collections. Now here's the all Tone Partners collections. And you can just type here IP Sound. That's my little name for my collections. And yes, there they are. So far I have 3 collections. So basically Live Essentials Part 1, Live Essentials Part 2, which were released previously a few months ago, and the new one, Studio Collection Part 1. So yeah, that will be it. I'm not gonna load them from here. I already have them, downloaded, obviously, here on my ToneX. And here's it. I'm just gonna do, so partner collections. Okay. So I'm just going to walk you through a few of the presets. Now, this Studio Collection Part 1, I made tone models of the Friedman Run 50, Victory VS100, and Fender Deluxe Reverb. And on some previous collections, I have my favorite one, Marshall JCM 800. I have Black Star S1. And I think I did also, Mesa Boogie Mark IV and Soldano. Now, I have to say that I don't own most of these amps. Actually, only 2 that I own are Marshall JCM 800 and Black Star S1. And to be honest, most of the time they spend, in the basement. So yeah, I took them for the purpose of making this. So I make some of these profiles in my studio and most of them in my friend's studio because he has a lot of more space and he has few more amps, and I borrowed it and just make the sounds that I like and made the tone models. So yeah, let me just walk you through few of the presets. Let's see, let's start with the Bright Clean here on the Studio Collection Part 1. Very nice glassy sound. I like this one. Then what else is here interesting? Let's see, I think it is Beetlejuice. It's very... That was Friedman Runt with the 4x12 greenbacks. And then what else we have here? Heavy Load. I think I'm using this usually with Drop D. Pretty heavy sound. Now I'm just playing everything with this little Stratocaster. I did the profiles on various guitars. To be honest, I don't even remember which ones. And obviously we'll have to tweak a few settings depending on the guitar that you use. And by the way, well, I also need to show you one thing that I do, not only with ToneX, with pretty much every plugin and everything. And let me just put this noise gate on. Yeah, so it's so basically all these presets, I think they have like a little bit less gain than you hear here, than you can hear. But what I'm doing with pretty much all VSTs and presets, and even when I'm playing live, I'm here using as an interface now Apollo Twin Universal Audio card, and I always have in my preamp, in my channel strip here, inserted this preamp that I'm using. It's a Neve 1073, and it just gives a little bit of that saturation, little bit of that, like extra gain and extra warmth. It's not really something too much, I will just show you. I will now play it, engage it, and then disengage it. But it's still, I like this subtle difference. And live, I'm using this, which is basically UAD Max. It's a preamp and compression pedal, great pedal from UAD. I also use it in front of all my, ToneX, other sound processor that I'm using, and I'm using this UA610 preamp, which basically acts exactly the same like this one, pretty much the same, in terms of that little bit of extra saturation and stuff. So here's it. For example, this sound with Neve engaged in the unison slot. And here's it without. As you can hear, it's not really that big a difference, but I can feel it. So if you feel that some of the presets are not that gainy, as for example that you hear here, you can just engage basically any preamp or boost in front of your ToneX, and you're gonna get pretty much exactly the same effect. So yeah, there. So this is, what is this? Freedom, man. This was obviously some Friedman. So moving to some other collection, if we go to Live Essentials Part 1, what do we have here? I think we have a good one, is Solo 800. I think I like this one. So obviously Marshall JCM 800, very nice. By the way, I made all these tone models using SM57. I just like it. I mean, it just works. So what else we have in this Live Essential Part 1? Textplex, yeah, it's kind of, really nice. Then 800 lead. See, this one was this. Again, very nice Marshall sound, my favorite. And let's see, I think, what is it? USA lead, yeah, that's Black Star lead, a bit more like juicy, but and yeah, and Live Essentials Part 2. I don't know what we have there as well. I think 100 rhythm is pretty cool. And what else? There's some nice clean here as well. That's basically it. Of course, you can, test all these profiles for free, with this noise that comes from the time to time if you don't purchase them. So definitely, yes, you can check, are they, good fit for your style of playing, for your gear. Of course, try to tweak them a little bit. And also, I would encourage you to maybe use, again, some either boost in front, for extra sounds, or especially if you're gonna use the TONEX ONE. It's gonna be really nice, to add, for example, two TONEX ONE. One that's just gonna be like a boost or overdrive to your profiles, and the other one just for the amp and cab simulations. Or using external delay or something like this. I actually use the delay. This one also universal audio, very good. External ones after the TONEX. So basically, this one goes before the TONEX, then TONEX. Doesn't matter if it's a, first TONEX larger side or the TONEX ONE, and then goes the delay and reverb. And that would be basically it. So yeah, test them, try them out, see if you like them. Some of them are actually free to download. I think I have a one preset per each pack that is free to download. And yeah, of course, I encourage you, to browse through the collection. There's some amazing packs here, amazing creators, and just find what you like and yeah, download it and enjoy your TONEX. Now, regardless of which tone models are you gonna use, are you gonna make your own ones, preferably from your own favorite amp and pedals? Are you gonna purchase some from the Tone Partner sections or from, IK Multimedia? Or you're gonna download some free ones? There's a great ones also free on exchange through ToneNet. I think that literally every single guitar or bass player needs to have one of those. And the reason for that is, actually doesn't have to be your primary gear. I mean, this thing is, which is absolutely amazing. It's perfectly capable if you need just a few sounds, you know, to go to the gig. This thing alone is perfectly capable, you know, to bring it with you to a gig, plug it in, and go straight direct to the desk to PA and have a great sound. Eventually, you know, you can take some delay pedal with you or something, or chorus or whatever you need. This thing has a compression, it has a reverb, it has EQ, it has everything. But even if you're not gonna do that, this is basically perfect backup solution for whatever rig you're gonna, you know, bring with you to the stage. So imagine if something goes wrong. You pull up this little guy from your bag, from your pocket, whatever, plug it in, done. So you can just literally take it and put it in your pocket. So that's, in my opinion, why this thing is so amazing. You know, perfect backup. This is going to be able to, you know, complete the gig alone. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, TONEX ONE, unbelievable. See ya.